Good evening. All right, that's better. I'm the cat in the hood, so remember that. This first cat you're getting ready to see, I was born in southeast Missouri, in Kennett, Missouri. This cat is very innocent, unhurt, unharmed, don't have no idea about the criminal activity that I'm gonna present you with later on in this presentation. And like he said about picking cotton, when you're 4 years old, you pick cotton. This is my mother. Today is her birthday. She's 80 today. She's still alive, and she's just as beautiful. Trust me. And the reason her picture's up there because she was a single mother with 12 kids after my father left. And so she's one great woman, the greatest woman in my life. And that's me. This is life number 2. This is the guy that was, sometimes the wisdom I use is so stupid. I happened to say that one time at the center that I run now because the things I was calling myself doing, it wasn't making sense to society and the community, but it made sense to me because of where I came from and the things I did to get there. It's the first time I got shot. This was my third life. This was the life when I was on the streets. I was stealing, I was robbing, I was selling dope. I was doing anything you could think of, prostitution. I was into all these different things, and a policeman shot me. It happened to be that this time I was innocent. Well, again, 5, 6, and 7, 4, 5, and 6, this is my life. I was DOA. I got shot again in 93. I got shot 5 times. I'm still breathing. Living proof there's a God if you need a reason. Those are words sung by a rapper named Tupac Shakur. On that operating table, according to the doctors, I lost pulse 3 other times. So that's why this is up there. This right here is me going into prison. 2 trips to the prison, 65 trips to Boone County Jail, and now what I do, I go back into prison to give back to the prison, the prisoners, because I want them to know there is life outside of these walls. There is life, which I didn't know at that time. Now my stints were short-stayed. This is me right here when I got out of prison, and so happened that this group of people heard about me and wanted me to do a testimony. And that's what I'm good at doing. Tell them about my life and how my higher power, which I choose to call God, took me out of the depths of hell and gave me a beautiful life in which I live right today. This right here, this is role reversal. I spent 23 years in and out of prisons and jails and institutions, courtrooms, trying to defend myself so I wouldn't do life in prison. Now I go back into the prison to make sure that the prosecutor, the judges, the lawyers don't go above and beyond the guidelines of their duty. I tell the kids that go there now and the young adults that go there that there is a way that there's justice. Even if you commit a crime, there's justice. You know, because the disparity between African American, Hispanic, and Caucasian is so big and different, we have to go back in there to kind of level the playing fields. So this role reversal thing is very important to me. Peace and justice, this is our harvest dinner. This is things that we do at the community center. We feed over 700 people at least once a year during Thanksgiving. We call it harvest dinner. So everybody can come of every nationality, every religious sect. Doesn't make any difference. Just come eat, fellowship, and be part of the community. This is a place where I had 3 dope houses. It's called Bear Creek. This was a long, extended career of selling drugs. Now, this is when I got out of prison. I went back to the same place that I sold dope to give them kids a chance of being a positive member in society. That's Judy Hubbard. This is the Money Mission Center. She is the lady that was teaching people about Jesus and Christ when I had drugs out there in that subdivision. Then I went to jail and came out, and I met her there. And this is the result in it, and this is what we do. Courtroom advocacy, youth advocacy, job placement, housing, transportation, food, clothing, you name it, we'll try to provide it. If we can't provide it within the facility, then we will find a resource that can. And Imani, everybody should know what Imani is. Swahili for faith. It's one of the Kwanzaa principles. And we got this by faith. We were fed by our faith. As you can see, these children right here it's a diverse group there. Judy, she looked like a child back there. Actually, she's about 4'11". She's beautiful. And she's right along with these kids. And these kids you see, this right here is my daughter. I got her when I got out of prison. Her mother gave her to me when she was 13 months, and she left. So she's been with me ever since. She's 14 years old. She would be here, but she's playing basketball in Jeff City. She's 5'8", so she got to do some of those skills, the ones I didn't use. And I wrote a program in prison called Boys to Men. It's emotional because that's me in the middle. I know I look just as young as the kids. I figured out that anything to stop me from being a man, I need to put on a piece of paper and tell the next boy that don't do these things right here, so you can become a productive man. And that's the stuff I do right today. And this group right here is called Tow Down 3. Their mother had 11 kids by the time she was 38 years old. These three right here are somewhere in the middle. I work with this group right here. They're the #1 group in Columbia. They do country, R&B, soul. They do all of it. This is our harvest dinner again. This is some of the people that come and volunteer and serve during the harvest dinner. It's usually the first Saturday. It's the Saturday right before Thanksgiving. And we set up, everybody in the neighborhood and the churches cook the food, bring it to our facility, because we're not set up to cook, and we form a line. This is my daughter right here. We caught her stealing all the potato pies. So we snitched on her, we put her in the paper. She gets a kick out of that right today. But again, this is a Thanksgiving style dinner, but it's for everybody, because everybody don't believe in Thanksgiving. So we call it a harvest dinner. And as Daniel said before me, everybody loves to eat. Now my life as you know it, this is my beautiful wife. We've been together over 6 years. We've been married over 4. And that's my daughter before I met my wife. Now, she don't smile like that all the time because now she's so spoiled when she don't get something, she usually cries. Thanks a lot for your attention and enjoy.